So the Ridge to Rivers Trail System is comprised of 130 miles of trails, primarily single track, and they range from the outskirts of Boise all the way up to Bogus Basin ski area. So you've got trails going from 2,700 feet all the way up to about 7,500 feet. They have a broad range of difficulties, from easy to most difficult trails. Trails provide a real unique experience in that you're able to get out of the city right away, and you can be up in the lower and mid foothills where you're up in a kind of upland desert environment with a lot of sage and grass, or you can get all the way up into the forested areas and subalpine areas around Bogus Basin with much more tree cover and a lot of wildflowers to be had. Up higher later in the summer and down low in the springtime, wonderful wildflowers in places like Military Reserve, Lower Hulls Gulch area, Table Rock, Polecat Gulch.
I think that the greatest virtue of the Ridge to Rivers Trail System is its proximity to the urban core. I mean, as you look at the hills and you look at the city, you find yourself wondering, where else are you going to find this amenity this close to a major metropolitan area? There's no place else that I know of in the Intermountain West that you can walk out your back door, shed your urban cares, and be in essentially a wild place in 10 or 15 minutes. It's really remarkable.
I think what was really exciting was, as we were spending the money to buy various foothills pieces, we really had a goal in mind of increasing the trails. And it went from 26 miles to now it's like over 130, and the fact that you can basically go up to the public lands, over to the city reserves, in and out of neighborhoods and pop into a different new section of the trail is fabulous. I mean, it makes it so fun.
My favorite part of the day is getting up and hitting the trails before sunlight and seeing the sun come over the foothills and the sunrise and running with my friends.
We run at 5:30 almost every morning. In the winter it's dark, and as it gets closer to spring we get to see more and more, which is wonderful. The sun coming over the hills and hitting the State House is one of my favorite shots.
I love sharing the foothills with my family. Just a beautiful way to sum up our whole lifestyle in Boise.
Yeah, this is our backyard.
A lot of people think that the foothills preservation efforts started in 2001 with the Foothills Levy, but it did not. It started decades prior to that. It started when people were concerned about new foothills developments, were concerned when they saw a big fire race across the foothills, when we saw more and more people using the foothills, when some of the land managers who manage the federal and state lands in the foothills got together and started talking about how can we work together.
But the end-all result was the passing of the levy in 2001, the $10 million levy to protect land in the Boise foothills. And since that time, we've protected 10,300 acres of land. And we've done that with that $10 million as well as with some donations, both in land and in cash.
And the value of that land, of that 10,300 acres, is $34 million. So we have leveraged, for every $1 that we have spent, we have leveraged $3 worth of land. And we sure hope that we're able to do more in the future.